Are you going to sue Blake Lively too?
Into oblivion, Megan. Wait till you see this lawsuit.
They say Hollywood is all about glitz, glamour, and perfectly curated images. But that picture-perfect facade can crumble in an instant. 1 minute, you see your favorite stars on the red carpet, and the next, they're facing off in a legal battle so massive, it could ruin them both. This is exactly what's happening between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni right now. And if you thought you knew either of them, think again. The stakes couldn't be higher, and the drama behind the scenes is more explosive than any blockbuster film. News of Blake Lively's $250 million lawsuit against Justin Baldoni hit the press like a lightning bolt. At first, it sounded too outrageous to be real. Why would a beloved actress like Blake suddenly launch such a colossal legal attack on the charismatic actor and director behind projects like E5 Feet Apart? She accused him of harassment that she claimed went far beyond mere behind-the-scenes drama. Fans were stunned, the entertainment world was buzzing, and it looked like a star was taking a stand. But just when the shock began to settle, Justin fired back with an even bigger surprise. A $400 million counterclaim accusing Blake of extortion and defamation. Suddenly, this was no longer a one-sided story. Instead, both parties looked equally ready for war, each one confident they could prove the other was lying. While the numbers themselves are jaw-dropping, it's the reputations on the line that might cost them the most. When the two finally appeared in court, it didn't take long for things to get heated. Justin's attorney, Brian Friedman, showed up armed with paperwork, prepared to dissect every statement Blake's legal team had made in the press. From the very first minutes, Friedman left no doubt that he wasn't there to play nice. He accused Blake's side of twisting facts, sensationalizing accusations, and attempting to control the narrative before Justin could speak. Faced with Friedman's aggression, Blake's lawyers tried to muzzle him by pushing for a gag order. They insisted that Friedman's interviews and media statements were making it impossible to have a fair fight. But the judge didn't buy it. Since Blake's side had spoken openly to major publications, the courtroom saw no reason to give her a free pass while silencing Justin's lawyer. Friedman walked away with his first victory, and Blake's attorneys were left looking nervous, and maybe even a little unprepared. Before the dust could settle in the courtroom, Justin hit Blake with a cunning maneuver, a dedicated website devoted entirely to the lawsuit. On it, Friedman vowed to post video clips, text messages, emails, and every shred of evidence to back up Justin's claims. While fans and casual onlookers quickly clicked over to see what bombshells might be lurking, Blake's legal team was outraged. They argued that presenting evidence in real time to the public was improper and an attempt to sway the court of public opinion. Yet, Friedman pointed out a critical detail. Blake had run to the media first. She had been the one to sit down with a major newspaper, dishing out accusations that Justin claims are either heavily exaggerated or completely false. According to Friedman, if Blake could weaponize the press to paint Justin as a villain, Justin had every right to fight back in the same arena. The judge found Friedman's logic hard to refute, and once again, Justin's side scored a win. It didn't take long for even more tension to surface. Blake's lawyers demanded the right to decide who would question her during her deposition, essentially trying to dodge Friedman altogether. Why? Because depositions are where the truth often emerges without the spin of Hollywood PR teams. Every question must be answered under oath, and those answers can make or break an entire case in court. The judge wasn't buying what Blake's team was selling. He handed down a firm ruling. In litigation, you don't get to pick your opponent's champion. Friedman would be allowed to depose Blake, no exceptions. Given Friedman's track record, it's clear why Blake's side was panicked. He's ruthless, methodical, and hell-bent on proving Blake's accusations are fabricated. For many observers, this ruling cemented the notion that Blake might have more to fear than she's letting on. The moment the judge shut down Blake's deposition request, social media chatter ignited. Some argued that Blake had every right to be wary of Friedman's aggressive approach. After all, depositions can be brutal, especially when the opposing counsel is out for blood. But others questioned why Blake would be so uneasy if she was telling the truth. Wouldn't she want the facts to emerge in the most direct way possible? Meanwhile, Ryan Reynolds, Blake's high-profile husband, has mostly stayed out of the spotlight on this issue, at least publicly. Insiders, however, suggest that behind closed doors, he's extremely concerned. If Blake loses, the financial hit would be devastating. After all, $400 million is more than their combined net worth. The brand endorsements, future acting deals, and overall reputation she's built over years in Hollywood could vanish in one fell swoop. For a couple known for their witty social media banter and squeaky clean public image, this entire battle could be career suicide. As the legal gears keep turning, public sentiment has become a second battlefield. Social media is divided into two camps: Team Blake, which believes she's finally blowing the whistle on something dark in Hollywood, and Team Justin, which sees him as a victim of fabricated claims. Friedman's website, loaded with out-of-context text messages and receipts, has only fueled the fire. Each new post or leak sets fans off, sparking debate about who's lying and who's telling the truth. Blake's defenders claim Justin is going too far by airing dirty laundry for the world to see. Justin's supporters argue Blake lit the fuse by going public first. The result is a frenzy of speculation and rumor. In an era where a single viral headline can make or break you, both sides appear eager to win the hearts and minds of viewers on TikTok, Twitter, and beyond. Now that the cases are consolidated, the trial is scheduled to begin on March 26th, and it promises to be a showdown unlike any other. The judge made it clear there will be no drawn-out delays, no separate hearings that allow each side to dodge the other's claims. Everything hits the courtroom at once. This acceleration puts immense pressure on both parties to gather every last bit of evidence and to possibly consider a settlement. However, the thought of writing a hefty check just to avoid trial may feel like surrender to either side. Blake might worry that a settlement casts doubt on the credibility of her original accusations. Justin could see it as letting her off the hook after her public allegations nearly destroyed his career. For now, both appear ready to fight to the bitter end. But as the trial date looms, anything could happen. Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni is turning into one of Hollywood's most jaw-dropping legal sagas. Their careers, finances, and reputations all hang in the balance, swaying with every court filing and sensational media story. As onlookers, we can only wonder if the final outcome will be worth the risk, or if both sides are on a collision course with disaster. Stay tuned, because in Hollywood, sometimes the off-screen drama is more riveting than anything you'll see on the big screen. And for Blake and Justin, the final verdict is still anyone's guess. For more of the latest new, check out the next video,